Good afternoon. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. Let me get you turned the right way. There we go. Welcome, welcome everybody. We've got a couple of minutes before we get started. I just want to make sure everything's working right, and it is. So I think I've got it down now. I hope you're having a nice Tuesday. It's October 3rd. Oh my goodness. Time just gets away, doesn't it? Thank you. I see some numbers. I don't know who's here yet, but thank you all for watching on Monday morning. That was a big turnout and it made me so happy, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hi Bev, welcome here. It's a beautiful, beautiful California day. Let's see if I have what the temperature is. No, I don't. Oh, no, I don't. But it feels like it's maybe 85. That's a guess. So it's just a gorgeous day. No wind at all. Very serene outside. Beautiful. So we're going to get started in 1 minute. Everything's going well here today. I hope everything's going well with you. And I have another card made with the Rustic Crate bundle. Having so much fun with that. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to probably have a pop-up later in the week if everything works out, because I made another card that I just love that I want to share with you with the same set. All right, I think maybe it's 2 o'clock. It is, so we're going to get started. Let me turn you down. And I'm going to turn you around. There we go. Let me try to get this camera set. 85 degrees. Sorry, I dropped you on your head. Jeez, I was pushing too hard because it wouldn't adjust. Well, I'm glad that there's not too many people on here that got bumped on their head. All right, so once again, welcome to my channel, Stampin' All Day with Bev. My name is Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. I have an October host code for you. If you would like to place an order with me, this is the code I would like you to use if your order is under $150. And this is my link. You can shop with me here anytime you wish. Just go to that link and away you go. Now, if you do not already have a demonstrator and you would like a hard copy catalog, let me know that as well. What I do is I ask you for the shipping charge if you live out of town or state. And then when you place an order with me, I refund that. Or you can place an order with me first, and then I will send you your catalogs, no charge at all. This is my email. If you want to talk to me about that or anything else, then you can email me here. That is where I see that people are trying to reach me the fastest. Okay. Hello, Mary Jo. Hello, Marcia. So this is the card that I made on Monday morning. I wanted to say Sunday because that's my normal day. And I picked a winner for this card. So let's see who that is. It's beautiful all over the United States. Wow, great. I'm so glad you love this card, Marcia. Christine Hannon, you are the winner of this card, but I cannot mail it to you unless you email me your address. I don't have that. Let me throw my email up one more time. Email me your address and I'd be happy to mail this card to you. Congratulations. And before we get started talking about online exclusives that just popped up today, I wanted to show you this beautiful card. This is some snail mail that I received yesterday, and I really like her fold. Super, super nice. and she used some of the dies from the scalloped contour dies, and I'm not using this one today, but I am using the scalloped contour dies today. Just not this one, but I love that one. Isn't that a great card? Bubble bath color, so pretty. So this is from Florence, so thank you, Florence, very much. I love receiving snail mail from you guys, so awesome. All right, so Stampin' Up! Just announced that we have some new online exclusives that are available to demonstrators starting today. So later, I am going to place an order for some of this. There's going to be more online exclusives. This is a sneak peek. And I decided that when I placed my order this afternoon, I'm going to order extra of number 3. Number 3 is adhesive back dragonflies and birds. Can you see those? They're the gold. I bet you they sell out lickety split. I hope not. I hope they got a boatload of them, or 5. And everybody can get them when they want to. But I decided I'm going to get extra, and I am going to give that as the gift of the month for October. So when November comes, the first day of November, anybody that ordered with me in the month of October, their name will be randomly in this drawing, and if your name is pulled, I will be sending you these adhesive back dragonflies and birds. They're gorgeous, 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 and I know I'm going to want them. Actually, the DSP is gorgeous. I love anything to do with gardening, so this is gorgeous. This is cute. I love that little birdie, but those are coming up, and customers can order on November 7th. But if you win those, you'll get them earlier than that. All right, are you ready to see the card that I made for you today? Here she is. I don't know what to name her. What I'm thinking is Peekaboo. And let me tell you why I'm thinking Peekaboo. Because when you open it up, then you peek at what is said on the inside. So the inside is just as pretty as the outside. And guess, oh, good. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Bev. Oh, thank you for all the hearts and the hugs and the, oh my goodness, thank you. You know what I heard too? I don't know if it's true because I don't know how all these things work, but I heard that if the, what is it called? Anyway, Facebook, by the hearts and the thumbs up and the hugs that you get, the emojis that are sent, it really, really helps my page. I don't know if that's true or not, but thank you for the hearts, because if that helps, that's great. Oh, thank you, Marcia. I came up with this, again, say a little prayer before you stamp, and the Lord will listen and help you through creativity. I thought it was absolutely darling. So I am going to call up my Peekaboo card, and I think we can do many, many, many things with this. In fact, that's why I have to have another pop-up later in the week, because I already did another something kind of like this. So it's just something I can't stop playing with. And guess what else? Hi, Sandy. If you're coming to open house, you're going to make this. Remember I said in the last video that open house we'd be using the same set, except we're going to use the sunflowers and the pumpkins? Well, this is what you're going to make. Peekaboo. And you can stamp in here whatever you'd like and write your little message. I think it's adorable. And it does stand up. Now, I can't, let me see, let me show you, let me try to show you. When it's standing, I'm going to explain it first. When it's standing up, like let's say on your mantle, so it's level with your eyes, it kind of looks like it's swinging in midair here. Can you kind of tell that like this? It's just adorable when it's standing up by itself. And it's just as adorable when they receive it closed like this. So I think it's a fun, fun card. And I loved designing this one. I had a blast. So let me show you what I did and all the measurements and all that good stuff. Okay. You are going to need your base. This is crumb cake, and it's the regular, oops, let me take this out. Excuse me. It's the regular 8.5 by 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half, and using your bone folder to burnish. And I am going to wing it back so I have a beautiful seam there. Okay, then I have on top a layer piece, which is 4 by 5.25, and this is really just white cardstock, but doesn't that look so antiqued? It's antiqued with the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder, which was my gift to my winner of the the random winner of the orders of last month. This embossing folder is beautiful. I used that. I used a blending brush and I used crumb cake ink to get this very, very antique looking paper, and I just love it. So this is a 4 by 5.25 layer piece that goes on top, and then we have another one just to go inside to line your card with. Okay, so let me start with that. I'm going to put this in the folder, and then I'm going to bring over my cut and emboss machine, and we will emboss this piece. Okay. Here's my machine, but it's set up for dies, so I'm going to take that out. Put in my folder, spine first, and then platform number 4, and run this through. Hey, Maria, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Alrighty, so now we've got this beautiful distressed tile. Just gorgeous. I'm going to take my crumb cake ink and a blending brush, and rather than ruin a nice piece of my grid paper that's brand new thanks to my downline Julia gift to me, I'm going to ink this up, and I'm going to start off my paper, and because crumb cake is a light color, it is not going to leave any big swirly marks if you start off the paper, and it's going to tint this white cardstock a very subtle tint. Now, if you want it darker, you can re-ink your pad if you think that it's a little too dry or you want it a little darker. I don't, so I'm just going to use it like this, and I'm going to go over it a few times just to get it the color I want. I just want a tint. That brings out the embossing a little bit more as well. And I just think it's so pretty. It almost looks like vanilla now. Hey, Jean. But not. It's very, very different. Isn't that gorgeous? So, Jean, if you weren't here at the very beginning, this is the card you get to make when you come to open house on Thursday. So I hope you like it. All right, so now we're going to take our card base and we're going to set this down onto the card. You need to get that there because we need to cut out this window in one, together in one piece. So let's get this down. And I did put glue across the whole back side because I want this white paper, this embossed layer piece, to, when the window pops out, when the peekaboo pops out, I want that piece for the other card I've been talking about that I probably will pop up and show you later in the week. So now, why am I turning it upside down and rubbing on it? Because, where's my bone folder? Where'd you go? because I have that embossing and I don't want to run my bone folder over that embossing directly and make it lighter. Okay, so there we go. Oh, you know, I didn't take out my contour dies. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Okay, so here they are. We all have these, and I like to do that as well. I like to use things that I know you already have, so it encourages you to make this card, or that if you've had them on your wish list, you say, okay, that's it. I got to get these now. She's used them a million times, so I'm going to get them now. Yes, I have used them a million times. I use them all the time. And one of my customers, Karen, she uses the larger one for the insides of a lot of her cards. So now we're going to run this die through the cut and emboss machine. But I'm going to lay it straight first of all, and then I am going to get this window, this die, onto the card where I want it to be, and I'm going to tape it down because I do not want that to move. So again, using the Post-it note tape that you can get from Amazon. And hi, Pam. And pushing against the die so it doesn't come loose. Okay, and then we're going to go get the machine again. Bring back the die platforms 1, 2, and 3. Then our project. Now, I noticed that when I'm using a die this shape rectangle and I'm going this direction instead of this direction here, that it's a little tighter on the machine. So, and I'm a weak duck, so when we get to the die, I might have some little moments. See, not bad, but my daughter brought me over some weights. I need to start, well, I've used them a little bit, but I just got them like a week ago, so I need to get some muscles on these arms. Okay, so we're going to take this apart, and we're going to check. Hi, Karen. We're going to check before we take this off to make sure that it cut all the way around. So if it didn't, we can put it back. But it did. I went up and back, so I'm pretty sure, I was pretty sure it did, but we want to make sure, absolutely sure. So now carefully take this Post-it note tape off. Be patient with that part, because there was crumb cake cardstock and there was vanilla cardstock, so we had a double cardstock, so it was tighter through the machine. See, I just did that. That doesn't happen very often with this Post-it note, but if it's going to happen, it's going to happen on a live, that's for sure. Okay. I think I will just brush over that and see what happens. Now, see this gorgeous piece that popped out? Hi, Wanda. Oh, man, I could not use that, so I made another card using this. And when you put your embossed layers through the cut and emboss machine a second time, it presses down flatter. So it's another whole look. It's not as pronounced as if you just went through the machine originally once and then didn't go again. But I really, really like it because on this card, the peekaboo is the focal point. So that's that. Move these out of the way. I'm going to come back to my blending brush that I just put away because I got the tape took a little bit of paper away right there. So let's see what happens if I make it worse or better. I think this is only the second time since I've had Post-it note paper that this has happened to me. Hi, Ramesh. Welcome. I'm going to put a dab of glue there and see what that covers that part. And then there's a little tiny part right there that won't even be noticeable at all. Because remember, this is, what's the name of it? Distressed. So yeah, there you go. You can't even hardly tell. Just more of the little bit of distressing there. Okay, so we're good. I'm happy with that. But the winner will get this one just because. All right, so now we have this die put onto regular white cardstock, another scrap. I did that in advance because you just saw me cut it out. And let me clean off my fingers. I'm going to show you how to make the little card for the inside. Okay, the first thing you want to do is see the stitching all the way around. You want to bend the scallops at the stitching. I hope that all of you with these dies are giddy with excitement to make this. So cute. Okay, I'm going to bend up the corner pieces just a little bit. And doesn't it already just almost look like a tray? It's just, or a window with scallop trim. I mean, it could be so many different things. And then it just sits right back in there like that. Okay, so we need a piece of cardstock, white as well. That's the layer piece. We need a piece of cardstock, 3 3/4 by 4 11/16. Now, for those of you that hate measuring, 11/16 is just one line before the 3/4. Aw, thank you, Florence. So 3 3/4 by 4 11/16, folded in half. I'll leave that right there in case you want to snap a picture or write it down. When you fold it in half, it fits right underneath this piece here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over, and we're going to be careful to only place the liquid glue inside the stitching because we want those scallops to be free. I'm going to open up this flat so I have an easier time placing this down evenly. Use my grid paper, grid lines to get everything straight. Grab it by the, I got to bring it down a little bit. Grab it by these scallops because I know they do not have glue on them, and set it down in the middle of this piece of cardstock. And there is our little tag card. Easy peasy, right? Yet interesting and different. You know, I hear a lot of the times, your wonderful remarks and comments, I hear a lot of the times, very pretty, elegant, think words like that. Lately, I've been hearing unique. So I'm real happy with that. That means a little different. Now see how this pops in there? And when it pops in there, you've got your little peekaboo window thing going on already, that easy. So we're going to put glue here, and we're going to stick it down like a puzzle so we've got it in the right place. Now this is presuming whatever you make doesn't need, you know, the little tray itself, the little white piece itself doesn't have any stamping going on it. This one doesn't. So I can set this down with no problem. And I'm just going to set it right in the window. And then pull this up over. And make sure it's right in the right space. I'm going to pull up these guys right now. I just want them, well, let me do this. Let me pull them up like this. And then we'll close that back down. Okay, so now we've got our little peekaboo. Pull this one up too. And there we go. Okay, so now let's take the crate. Somebody thanked me on YouTube for showing them how easy this crate was to put together. So in case you missed it, I want to make sure that you know that you're looking at the front of the crate, not the back, and that you're folding the tabs in towards the front of the crate. And that's all there is to it to make a 3D crate. We're going to put our liquid, just like I did on Sunday, our liquid glue, or if you want to put mini glue dots, you can do that too. I prefer to let that set up. And then I'm going to take this little guy. This is a bracket that I didn't use on Sunday, so I wanted to show you that. See the little for you in the stamp set that comes with everything. Looks like I put that one away, so let me get it out. No, I didn't. Where are you? There you are. Phew. Okay, there's the for you. And I'm going to get my white craft ink. And tap lightly. Nice piercing mat. And I'm going to stamp the for you right. This color cardstock is early espresso, so it will show up. And you've got your for you in white. White craft ink. Okay. Now I'm going to get my silicone mat, and you guys all know why I'm getting that, because this little bracket goes around and it is small, it's narrow, so I don't want to get glue everywhere. So I use my silicone mat because if the glue gets on the silicone mat, it will dry and flake away if I rub it off. So there we go. Turn this over and right on top the for you. Let that set up. Okay, this is ready to go now. So remember what I said. I start on the long side here and you press down on that long tab and just set it on there. Turn it upside down so you can see that it's even. Then this next tab. Then these two guys, bend them in. Press, because the glue has set up, it's going to stay. It's clear, see that? That tells me it's ready. And press, and then you have this 3D box that you can just fill. So stinking cute. Okay, we're going to take the for you, put a little bit of glue behind this, and I'm just going to set it right there on the crate. I'm going to put the handle on after I get the filler in. So we do need a piece of watercolor paper. And I already stamped it, and I used copper clay for the ink. And look at that cute image with 2 pumpkins, some flowers, and corn. We are going to take our water again and our water painter. And I'm using crushed curry for the corn and the sunflowers. Oops, let's move this out of the way. I need the lid. And this is gonna go pretty quickly. Again, just tapping the color in there, letting it dry, and coming back and highlighting if you wish. But if you don't, it's pretty just like this. Hey, Patty. So I was talking to one of my customers today earlier, and she was saying, I case cards and it takes me quite a while, half hour, 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't need to take that long. You can just, some people like to do a little more detail than I do, I guess. I am not a perfectionist in any way, shape, or form. So I just get the color in there. I don't want a detailed image to scare me away from color. You can use your color pencils. You can stamp it all in one color and leave it alone. It just depends on what you want to do or how many you're making. If you're making a bunch of Christmas cards, yes, you don't want a bunch of coloring going on. This is pumpkin pie. Clean off my painter and come in. How quickly that goes. And yes, if you want, like I said, you can come back and give more detail if you'd like. Okay. Clean off my painter, and I have to get a new early espresso pad. Mine broke today. It's very old. I looked, it's the old style. So it's done its time. This is early espresso. Okay. Now I'm going to get, oh good grief, I have all the dies out, so I got to figure out which one it is. It's not that one, it's not that one, that's the flowers. Looks like I may have put it away. Hopefully. Yes. So it goes this way, and I have my tape on it from the first one I made, and I'm going to run that through the machine real quick. Look at that. Okay, so now we can I like to put my project into the crate prior to putting the handle on, because I like one piece of the handle to be in front and one to be in back. So that's why I do that. And I'm going to hold this in my, hey Jane, I'm going to hold this in my hand, so I don't need my mat right now, my silicone mat. Okay. And this one's going to go behind the sunflowers, and this one's going to go into the crate. Okay, and then I push that in. Okay, then you decide how high or low you want your handle. Now what I forgot to do, which you should do first, is glue whatever you're sticking in to your crate down. So, because these flowers are not glued in, so I forgot, so I'm going to just put some glue there, add it there and press, and now it's glued in. So not a big deal. Okay, so let's go back to our peekaboo. And look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing? Oh my gosh. So we are going to take, I just had to order 3 more rolls of this linen thread. I'm going to take, 16 inches. I think that's too much. I think I don't know what I used last time. Let me adjust my handle. That's good. Double. This time I'm just going to make a bow. Thank you, guys. Pull down the legs to make my loops the way I'd like them. My ribbon scissors and snip and snip. Then a mini glue dot. Roll that up so it's just behind the knot of the linen thread. Some little, isn't that darling? So cute. And then some glue behind the crate. Oh, Wanda, I'm so glad. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this down. And peekaboo. Okay, so I want this to come up, so I'm going to use my tools. If it doesn't do it with just my fingers. So here's a tool you can use. Either take your pick tool. See how easy that is for the mailing part? Get that in there. Just get the card accustomed to what you want it to do at the beginning. And there you go. When it's closed, you know what I do, I've told you this before. I make my cards, I go back into the house, I come back out, and my first reaction to the cards is if it's approved, good enough for you guys to be taught this or not. And when I came back in and it was closed like this, and I saw the 3D look of this card, looked like a little tray with a crate on it, I really liked it a lot. And then when you open it up and this flips, I just think it's adorable. And then when it's standing up and that flap just kind of swings freely, I just think it's adorable. So I hope you guys like it too. I think you do by all the little comments I've had so far. So this is today, and then this was Sunday. And would you like a sneak peek of the pop-up? Yes. Yes, you would like a sneak peek of the pop-up? Debbie would. Anybody else want to see the pop-up, or you want to be surprised? I don't know when I'll be able to do it. Yes, Mary Jo? Okay, there's 2 of you. Possibilities are crazy, Debbie. And that's what okay. And that's what the pop-up's all about, because I wanted to use the stamps in the set, in this card, on this card, because that's what you get, right? But like I've always taught you, there's so much more you can do with the supplies you already have. Okay, so in the stamp set, there is a poinsettia. And one of my downline watched the video on Monday morning, and she says, oh, I'm getting that set, and I'm going to do the poinsettia. And I said, oh yes, I haven't even played with the poinsettia yet, so I'm going to do that too. And then in my head, I kept hearing, gingerbread man, gingerbread man. So with this sending cheer set and the dies, oh my gosh, this has got to be the cutest darn set ever. And then I had this cut out from the card I just made, and it's absolutely stunning. So he's not even down yet. He's not even glued in yet. She is not even glued down in yet. What do you think? Because look at it with just the poinsettias. Hi, Maggie. Look at, now with the poinsettias, it's very elegant. It's very pretty. And this holly is from the sending cheer where the gingerbread man is too. And I just, with this background, and then the layer piece is the same folder. Can you see that well? I hope so. And then, like I said, my friend Karen, she puts this inside almost all her cards, but I think it's so fitting, the gingerbread, just so cute with all the scallops. So that's absolutely beautiful. But there's still room. And so if you want to turn beautiful into absolutely darling, look at that. Is that not crazy? I mean, and that's just the set and sending cheer. So many things you can put in this crate. So many things because it's a good size and it's deep. So you can just make some focal point things, 3D flowers, whatever you want to do, and stick them right in that crate. All right, I'm glad you were here. This is what I made today, and I'm calling it my peekaboo card because when you open it up, you take a peek at what is inside, but while you look inside, it's still adorable. All the pretty parts are not away where you can't see them, and then you are shown, open me so you can read my nice message. All right, ladies, thank you so much, and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Leave a comment for a chance to win this card, and I will see you on Sunday night at 7. Those coming to open house, I'll see you on Thursday, 1 o'clock to 5. Take care. Bye-bye.